things are about to go crazy. But don't worry, because for people who have purchased their chart or is about to purchase their birth chart here between Monday all the way to Wednesday, I'll be hosting a free discussion about Rahu and Ketu on this solar eclipse that is going to be happening on October 25th. So I do suggest get your chart now. And if you already gotten it, you will get a notification from us. And I will see you in this October 8th and the 15th. And it's free. I just want to see everyone. And then let's study all together on what is about to come upon us and what can we see and how can we work and make friends basically with Rahu and K2. So I will see you there. And next to this is your reading for the eclipse. Virgos, we're going to be together in this. Why is he so serious? I don't know. It's the eclipse. Makes me serious. Okay. So, what's going on? Alright, so I'm just excited to be here with the Virgos. Let me explain how it's going to work. As it's an eclipse prediction, we just finished the monthly forecast for your horoscope for the whole month in October for astrology. Now, we're going to be tackling this time the upcoming eclipse on the 25th of October. And we're going to be trying to figure out how to manage an energy such as this. Now, it's not like this is not one of those eclipses that is like crazy, but it always brings change in our life, and it's better to see where's the change happening, so then we can get prepared. Now, if you're new, let me explain how it works. This is going to be for Virgo ascendant. The moon signs are more than welcome to watch this video. And if you're watching this from your sun sign, I do suggest to get your time and place of birth and get the chart in the description box below. As astrology, such as this kind of prediction, what I'm doing is based on the ascendant, never the sun sign. So don't roam this lifetime that you have not knowing what's your ascendant sign or even your moon sign. It's very important. So let's begin. So for the Virgos, this is happening in your second house. On October 25th, it's a Tuesday. And the way it works is that, let's see first what's going on in that second house of yours. What's the significance of this? The second house is the house of wealth and sustenance. This is your close family. Also the speech and the throat. Now, these are just some of this of what the second house is, but you have to understand this is where sustenance. This is what supports you as the first house. First house Virgo, and then second house Libra, because the eclipse is happening in the second house. This is wealth and richness. This is gains. This is food. This is family. I mentioned already. This is also longevity. This is mritu. These are your friends also, mitrika. And this is where precious stones is. And all the things monetary or of value. Think of it this way, Virgos, that the second house is anything that you can touch, okay, is going to be second house. But it has to be movable. It is your environment, but it's also, because then there's the immovable one. But this is like, like what I mentioned, precious stones, and then things of value, like your computer, your cell phone, these are second house. Okay. Now, wealth and richness is here, dana, which only means that after you make a certain amount of income, then this is where savings is, because this is wealth. This is not earnings. So if you have any extra money, then it goes to the second house. Okay, because it supports you if you need something. Isn't it? You dip your hands in your savings because it supports you. Your savings accounts will support you. That makes sense? So knowing this, that this is the second house, then we put the flavor of the planet here. Okay. Now the flavor of the planets here would be the sun being on your second house. Now, They say that in the second house, we want a soft planet because we want someone that supports us, not someone who dictates to us. Having a sun here may have a um, critical relationship with your father or a higher authority or the government even may become an issue. Now, this is a time where you would also need to check your savings. As from what I've seen, where the sun is, it burns through that house. And the second house is your wealth. And putting a planet that burns, it's not a soft planet, it doesn't nurture, then you may be dipping into your savings. On the other hand, the moon is here as it is an eclipse. So there's going to be a balance. There will be some nurturing and there'll be some action being taken. So you may have an up and down kind of situation with regards to your wealth. During the time of early October, you will feel this already. And as you move towards the end of November, you're still going to feel this even further. So knowing this, then it's time for you to prepare, look into your expenses, try to find any kind of issues. Since the second house is the family and the sun and moon is here, then there may be some issues arising with your parents. But family is not just your parents. It can be your brother, it can be a sibling. But this is immediate family. There may be the source of the losses here. When I say that, your expenses runs high because they would need help. Now, nothing to be scared. No. With knowledge, you don't have to fear because you're not ignorant anymore. Which only means like in ignorance, you should be fearful because you don't know what's going on. But here, you know what's going on. And as a Virgo, I'm pretty sure you would have a plan. Venus sits here also in Libra. This is the time where your faith will be challenged. Relationship can be a challenge also, romantically. There may be some issues with the speech or how you're going to communicate with others. As K2 is here. It'll be more on point, straight to the point, and can come very, very either condescending or lack of care. I forgot what it means. How do you say that? Insensitive. There. So be careful of your speech as K2 is here. If K2 is here, now you add more flavor in the family, then there may be some separation with your family. There may be some issues in the family that that you won't be able to control since they're family members because they require a lot of you, and then you will just decide to cut it. You may have issues in taxes during this time. You may have issues with your in-laws. And the part where your income from your business might fluctuate. If I were to touch Rahu here, then there can be some secrets coming out or secrets being kept from you. And this is the time where you will see it. You're going to become more determined to change certain things in your life that has no more use. This kind of eclipse brings us to our spirituality and our beliefs. Rahu will be in the 8th house. And 8th house is a spiritual journey. You may find yourself diving deeper into the occult, the mystics, secret knowledges, astrology, tarot, divination cards, oracle. You may find yourself very interested in that. You're going to be studying a lot of manifestation. This is where your obsession right now is trying to attract, trying to build, trying to gain. Okay. It's more of you investigate, you research, you dive deeper. Your brain does not stop. It just wants more and more knowledge of the occult. How to use a crystal, what to do in the moon, the full moon, the new moon. You watching me right now, trying to understand the nodes. Ask yourself, what were you doing last 18 years ago, provided that you're in the 40s or 30s? This is a time where you can check if there's something similar, because it may arise, especially with the family. K2 brings the past life. And if there's any issues that you haven't resolved with your money, even with your food, how you're eating, these are all gonna come to surface. So now is the time where you get prepared. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to invite everyone to the discussion. It's free that I'm doing in first week of October and the second week. It's free. Everyone's welcome. Whoever has bought their chart with us, then I'm inviting you there. It's free. And then whoever also has previously bought charts with us, then I'm inviting you. Of course, you get an invitation, and then feel free to attend. As I'm there, it's live, and we can have this healthy discussion, learning together. My experience with the eclipse, I will be sharing there. But just in a gist here, in a nutshell, I always get wiped out and so tired and just exhausted, like zero energy. I usually go in hermit mode during the time. It is a spiritual time. That's why. So if you go with the flow with the universe, meaning then you won't feel yourself as like weak. You're going through the transformation and change that the universe is asking of you. So when you go with the flow. So I stopped pushing during that time, just for that day and a couple of days also. So I learned to manage that energy. But I'll share more. Building the relationship with your desires in your past life here with Rahu and K2. All right. So next to this is a demo, and I suggest that you guys get your chart in the description box below before the discussion that we'll be having. And I would be very excited to see all the Virgos there. Okay. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys again. I don't know what you're waiting for. Go get your chart now from today to Wednesday, because the discussion that I'm going to be having for the eclipse, it is 100% free. You go, oh, where is it? There you go. So, and at the same time, I get to play with my new board. So go get your chart. I'll see you in class. That is not a class, it's a discussion. We all learn together. Okay.